over there.
This summer in Durango, getting licensed, getting lost on AnimasMountain. Gardening and playtime. And cooling off in the river. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Sawadee Krupp. I'm Steven, and this is my video log, the Siamerican. It's about life, family, living, exploring, creating, fixing, and building. Brought to you initially from Thailand, and now the United States. So recently head to the local DMV, or Department of Motor Vehicles, here in Durango, in order to have the missus convert her New Mexico driving license to a Colorado driving license, because as requirement, wherever you're resident, you're supposed to convert your driver's license from another state or even another country in certain cases to be able to legally drive. And it might entail, driver's test. Of course, there's an eye test and a written test, depending on your situation. Another timely thing going on, if you're not paying attention, is global food famine that they have been telling us is coming due to geopolitical conflicts and energy crisis, as well as fertilizer crises and a multitude of other factors. But yeah, one way to mitigate that is through dried goods. Of course, longer term and more sustainably, to have some sort of garden, especially here in temperate climes where we have a limited growing season, so it's good to get something in the ground, whether it be potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers, herbs at the minimum,
what are you doing?
And other leafy greens.
Water the plants. What plant is that? Cucumber. Cool. Got that one too. Give some to the onion over here. Red onion.
As you might notice from the earth here, there's a high clay content, and you can tell that by cracks in the earth, because when clay dries, it gets hard, it expands and it shrinks in relation to the amount of water, and so one thing that happens is cracking.
We're starting with some tubers up here, so healed for now.
It's like a bubble.
Ground. Black pepper, pepino, okra. Also got some Kitiap Bang burgundy okra coming up. And these big Thai hybrids aren't doing too well, but we'll see. Oregano. We ended up buying the seedlings just there because we're late in the season.
Meanwhile, at the local library...
What is it? Oh, it's a house, huh? Sungwani? Oh, cool. That's so big, huh? Wow. What is it? Oh, it's a big one. You got a big one. You got a small one, huh? Yeah. Okay. It's a magnet train? Really? Let's see. Wait, orange. Gotta finish orange. Okay, good job. Right, let's go to the river. In memory of Verlena Collentine. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near. Still loved, still missed, and very dear.
It's far away over there.
You want to swim over there?
No. Take this off and put a chair.
Okay.
Not a race, Michael. Yup. We all know I'm so fast.
Ready? Cái nó là yen á, yen. Ngon này. Rain. Yeah. Baby duck, huh? Let's see mama duck. Over the hills and far away, mama duck said quack, 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 quack. Woo, woohoo! The boat, huh? Yeah. Hello. Look at that. Look at that. Just say hello. See the guy here? Say wave. Say wave. Hello. Hello. Look at what? Oh, the boat now.
Boat. Oh wow. No. It's walking, Daddy. Now let's go now. We need lunch.
You want to eat lunch? You hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Bye-bye, River, for today. In the good old summertime, a family picnic was a must. Popular spots along the AnimasRiver banks as well as up Junction Creek were specially enjoyed by North Durangoans. Violet Grove along Junction Creek near Needham School and Brookside Park, where this photograph may have been taken, were well-loved areas. A home-cooked meal of locally raised fried chicken, backyard melons and apples, biscuits made with flour from the San Juan Mill near what is now the junction of Highways 160 and 550 along the AnimasRiver, and fruit pies made with produce from nearby Hermosa orchards were a winning combination.
One of the nice features about living Durango, aside from the river creek access, is all the nature trails, mountain trails you got. And so recently I went to Mountain Park, which is part of AnimasMountain on the north part of Durango. It's right next to the city. And just randomly said, hey, I'll go on one of these little short trails. A lot of these trails, you know, they are done by serious mountain bikers, so that, you know, there can be steep inclines, and then they're good for just hiking and trekking. But usually the trails are pretty good marked. But on this particular day, I had no idea about this trail. I just walked up on it and looked at the map, said I could do that. It only looks like less than a mile, and I happened to have a bike with me, which was actually not a mountain bike at all, just like a city cruiser. I said, oh, okay, the trail doesn't look too bad here. I can just kind of walk it up the trail, as you can see. And of course, this segment of the trail, of this junction trail, it's not that steep. It's pretty wide, and so looked like it was pretty easy. But of course, I didn't know what I was in for. When I got to this segment of the trail, I wanted to actually go up to this Jacob's Ladder part, but I should have realized that it was quite steep and the trail was hard to keep track of. Nonetheless, I had about a good hour plus of sunlight left, so I was like, oh, it's only about a third of a mile, perhaps close to half a mile. Surely it can be done, but done lost the trail.
Where's the trail? No, I'm going the right direction. Trail got lost on me. It's probably somewhere up higher here, or down this little gulch and on over. I'll meet it eventually, so it's either up the higher ground or the medium ground. I'm gonna go with higher ground just so I can see if there's a vista for me. Yep, looks like we found something. It could just be a wash, a natural, what do you call it, contoured earth swell. But let's see, but it looks like that's the trail. On through these rocks here. Oh, and behold, Willis, we found her. We found this little flower here, hanging out, about ready to blossom here. It's getting late. It's getting close to hunting time for them bears and mountain lions. Better get a move on. I can't really go that way, so I have to scurry on into here. So, this is embarrassing, huh? Here. Highway down there, steep drop on yonder. We're not quite halfway this segment of the trail. So we got another quarter mile to go on the steep terrain. Here is the summit of this part of the mountain, AnimasMountain on the backside here, Dala Park. Anyway, not much time to get moving. Lost in this, alas, we found the actual trail. So another fifth of a mile to go, I reckon, but I don't know what the climb's going to be like, but luckily we got a real trail now. Okay, so we've come to a fork in the trail between Junction Trail and Jacob's Ladder. And this is Jacob's Ladder we need to go to get back to the highway and then hopefully cruise home. So we're going to get to that trailhead about a fifth of a mile steeply down. But yeah, for another day we'll go exploring that. But yeah, we lost the trail somewhere along here that was pretty rough scaling around the rocks there, but with this bike particularly. But we made it so far. Let's keep on going. Got about a half an hour of daylight left, so moving. Definitely one of the steepest trails I've ever done. Not to mention with a freaking bike I can't really use. I just have to carry it. But I think that's the trail down there, so keep going. It's pretty steep, but good view. Limited sunlight. Gotta go. Wow, absolutely shattered, but I think I'm almost there. As it gets ready for dusk here, midsummer, southwestern Colorado. It's been a rough descent, ascent likewise in the woods here. Finally found the trailhead. Close to a mile. I probably did more than a mile because I was going off and on the trail. So that's a wrap for this one. Cruise on down the highway to town. Knock on all this wood that's been knocking me around. Should be smooth sailing back to Durango. A lot of people accuse me of hating my own country just because I don't agree with this war. Well, I got news. I'm from the States. Proud of who I am and where I'm from. Though I don't agree how we redefine freedom, giving them all false reasons just to mislead them. For years of lies, and we continue to feed them. It should be treason in the name of the founding fathers who conceived us. Now the world has lost all our trust in our rush to invade and enslave a country full of oil and dust. If not a country full of AIDS, it's insane.